Rajdeep, like I said, we're in a bit of an express crunch mode. Your quick points on where you stand on the GST cuts.
There are so many experts here, I'm going to listen. So, please tell me exactly what it means and why it's been done. My general sense, though, very quickly, is that I think it's a reform in the right direction. Anything that leads to simplification, rationalization must be applauded in our system. Is it GST 1.5 or GST 2.0? I think that we'll know over the next few months, whether it is a step-by-step or a dramatic change that we're going to see. I don't think just changing the rates is enough. You're going to have to do much more in terms of compliance, of ensuring that the GST Inspector Raj, which is very much there, also comes to an end. But net, I think it's a step in the right direction, which must be applauded, whatever the reasons for it are.
All right, let's quickly bring in Siddharth Zarabi. Like I said, our whole business team is here. And Siddharth Zarabi, bringing you in on this and also adding that whole point where certain opposition rule states have raised, which are seemingly poorer states like West Bengal, Punjab, that there needs to be revenue compensation.
Well, revenue losses of all states have always been compensated. There is not a single instance of a state actually not being compensated. Why has GST come in now with the changes that have been proposed to come into effect? The year that GST came in to now, collections have gone up 3 times. So there is far more money that the government at the state and the center, remember this is not just a center tax, have collected, and therefore there is some comfort with regard to protecting any loss on revenue, especially in certain kinds of states which may be manufacturing states. Many states are consuming states. So the macro environment, Preeti, for doing this kind of a cut was never better. Could it have been done earlier? Could you have done it when collections had only gone up 2 times? Those are questions that can constantly be debated. But the comfort in terms of the collections trend has given this strength to the GST Council. All states unanimously agreeing, despite opposition states saying they need
dissent notes.
They need protection, and very clearly that protection will come in. Very quick point. Alongside, we also know that a big center-state revenue sharing formula through the Finance Commission will come in. Many states have an eye on that as well.
All right, Gaurav Sawant, you want to come in on that because, what Siddharth touched on and which many people are talking of, the timing of it all. Are we trying to offset the Trump tariffs which would be kicking in at the same time?
So Trump tariffs from the 27th of August, they've kicked in, but this is a much bigger reform. It should help mitigate those challenges. It just means more money in your pocket and mine. And when there's more money in your pocket or mine, Hindi में पुरानी कहावत है, दान की बछिया के दांत नहीं गिनते. We know when you're getting more money in your pocket, enjoy it, spend it. Look, there is a first order effect and there's a second order effect. First order effect, you'll have more money in your pocket in festival season. So watch what happens during Navratri, during Dhanteras. And when you buy more, will it spur more manufacturing? If it spurs more manufacturing, especially in areas, your farm sector, your dairy sector, that's where taxes have specifically been brought down to a lower slab. Does that mean you spur manufacturing? The moment you do that, it also means less inflation, lower interest rates. That's what the RBI would be watching. All of that happens, then all those foreign powers who want to, press India or keep India down, they'll fail. So that's why perhaps all of us, we spend more, we make more.
Rajdeep, I think wants to come in, but I want to go around the table. I want to bring in Maria. I want to bring in. You want to come in. You want to come in, but I'm not.
I'm listening. Gaurav is today our economist in the house. Go ahead.
So anyway, I'm going to bring in Geeta, but before that, Maria is freshly back after interviewing Piyush Goyal, Minister. Maria, there were lots of questions that are posed. Is it with an eye on the Bihar elections? Trump tariff was, one such angle. You just spoke to the Minister. What did he say?
Yes, so I think the point here, particularly to do with health and life insurance, that is one sector that I think will be impacted positively, and so will be the healthcare sector. I think these are 2 sectors which I will be watching out for, because the healthcare industry in India has become almost out of reach for those who have to take care of their families, who are suffering from cancer and other such diseases. So I think that is one area that I'll be watching out for. And Preeti, I did ask that question to the minister about what P. Chidambaram has said, that is it coming 8 years too late? And his response was that yes, it is. The fact is that it's there. And I would see these reforms as almost like a continuity reform, something which happened 6 months ago in terms of the budget announcement which was made by the finance minister. So I see this as setting tone for what will be coming next. So the Modi government has sent the message that these are next generation GST reforms. And why are these called next generation was the question also I asked the minister. And he said that, because it is almost timed with how they are preparing a roadmap for India going forward till 2047.
There was something that we were discussing in the edit meet today, and Siddharth Zarabi came up with one, Siddharth, if you remember this morning, where you said that this is practically Nirmala Sitharaman correcting what Arun Jaitley did wrong. We're just giving you the tidbits there. So, Geeta, you want to come in, because a lot of experts are also hoping that this will somewhere down the line offset the tariffs that we'll be facing where America's concerned.
Well, I do agree, I will count the teeth, because what are we as if you're not journalists and questioning why it's being done now? It is, in a way, I think, to offset the impact of tariffs. There would be a lot of goods in our go-downs in some time from now, which will require markets. And America certainly is not that market at this point in time for us till we actually negotiate terms and conditions which are favorable to India without allowing them to cross the red lines of agriculture and dairy. And therefore, what we're looking at is maybe an uptick in consumerism.
All right. Okay.